Right.
And good morning,
Good
everyone.
morning.
Let me start also
All right.
broadcasting.
Here a little bit.
Mm, okay.
And we're on.
We are almost on. I just need
Okay.
to, hmm, let me see. I cannot, I cannot broadcast this time. Hold on, maybe. Oh, we cannot hear you now?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Hmm. Maybe it's because I need to be the host. Just 1 second. Alisa, we will have to put the recording on the Facebook because I don't see the option for broadcasting this time.
Okay.
And we have Patty joining us. So, well, anyway, let's get started, right?
Hmm.
And I will start inviting and admitting everyone to the morning Zoom. So, welcome everyone. Good morning, Alisa. What's
Hi.
cooking
Good
today?
morning.
Good morning. Hi, Patty
Hi.
and Versa. Good morning, everybody. Um, again, I'm a little hoarse today still, so forgive me. I hope you can understand me. I'm trying to get over it here. Um, but yes, we are making the mango coconut sticky rice today. And I have, again, in true fashion, have never made this one before. And I like to do this with you guys. So this one's a little bit more um, exciting kind of for me. My son is dating a Thai woman, and I got a little help from her. So I will give you some good tips and tricks throughout this mango on sticky rice. And this is a great recipe for the morning. It's a good starch and get your fruits in there. A lot of, everybody wants to add in those nutrient dense foods these days, and me included. Our soil's not what it used to be, so we have to amp it up. And that's one of the reasons I really love Thermomix, is because I can do all things from scratch. So that to me is just amazing. I love it. So we'll go ahead and get started right away with the recipe. Again, it's the coconut or mango on coconut sticky rice. You can see the little picture here, and hopefully mine will turn out just the same. So what we have here is you just want to take a piece of the parchment paper, okay? And you just want to punch a few holes in it, only because with the Veroma dish, the holes are only in the bottom. So we just want, for the consistency and texture of the sticky rice, we're going to put this in here this time. You don't always have to. We're going to take this off of here as well. For now, we're just going to sit that on there. And it just has you getting ready. So, and the holes are in there so you have an unobstructed, for the steam to be able to come through and create that atmosphere for the sticky part of the rice. All right. So we're going to go ahead and take that off and take your lid off. Again, we're going to hit tear. Okay. All right. Now, for those of you that don't know Thermomix, follow along. We're going to get into some details in a little bit. But let's just get into the cooking and see how it, get you familiar with it a little bit. Okay, so we're going to place in 800 grams of water. Okay, and you can just pour it right from your pitcher or glass. Right, almost there. I love this feature. Probably my favorite feature, right, Versa? Your favorite feature too. It's amazing. All right, so we have just about 800 grams there. Coolest feature ever is you can check it off and move to the next ingredient or whatever you have to do. Now it's just going to tell me to place the Veroma dish on top. Okay. put that lid on, place my aroma dish on top with my parchment paper in there. Now, if you want to just steam some things, I'll show you in a bit where you can go to do that. If you just want to do some frozen vegetables, fresh vegetables, um, heat something up, just steam some carrots, what have you. I'll show you where to go for that. You don't need to go to a specific recipe to do that. We have those modes too that you can just go right to there. Okay, so now this is the cool part. Okay, so way into your aroma dish, glutinous rice. Have you ever heard of glutinous rice before? I
No.
did not.
I did
Um,
not. And I've been
no,
cooking
yeah,
for, for so long and try different kinds of rice, but no, not this
yeah,
one. Can you tell
right.
us a little bit
And
more
I
about it?
thought, oh, I can just use any rice. I'm like, oh, so I just bought a big bag of jasmine rice. Well, lucky for me, it is a Thai dish. And since he's dating a Thai woman, I asked her, and she just gave me a ton of information, priceless, really. Uh, so the glutinous rice is going to be a sweet rice. It's going to say sweet rice, or it's going to say glutinous rice. And most times than not, you're going to have to go to an Asian grocery store to get it. You're not going to find it over here. But I did find already done.
Oh,
So I stay tuned for next week because I'm going to let you know. I'm going to make this with the glutinous rice because she's getting it for me. And then I will let you know I'm going to do it the whole 40 minutes. So this one is just a heat up. It's already done. The consistency is perfect. And she said it's okay to use, but it's not quite the same. But we're going to go ahead and do this because it's my only option and I don't have an Asian store near me. So um, but they are around, so take a look. And I think you can order it on Amazon as well. So we're just going to shorten the cooking time just a bit. Let me find my trusty little spatula. Love this spatula. And if you didn't hear me in the beginning, there I did put some holes in there. I just cut them with the scissors and just cut this about. Just take the tray so to cut your parchment paper. Sometimes it will ask you to do that. And what I do is I just take a big piece of parchment paper. I'll put it in here. I just run my finger along there to perforate it. And then I'll take it out. And to cut it for the tray, where my perforation is, I'm just going to go about a half an inch um, outwards of that to make it bigger, just a little bit bigger so it'll curl up and it will bypass. So you can leave the steaming part on the corners here open. So once your paper kind of curls up there, the steam will come up over the top of that. So for the dish, I used the tray to cut it, but for the dish, I just went around and cut it inward a half an inch. Okay. So then it just fits in there perfectly. All right. So now it's going to tell me 150 grams of the rice. I'm going to go ahead and this is 300 grams. So I imagine if you're cooking the rice, it's going to multiply. So I'm just going to put all this in here. So this is about 300 grams. Okay. And again, if you didn't see that, this is the brand that I am using. And you can still use a Thermomix with things like this. So if you don't want to cook the rice for 40 minutes, you want to make it easy, go ahead and do this. But I will stay tuned next week because I will let you know. I'm going to make this again with that rice and, the whole 40-minute time. Okay, so I'm just going to punch that down a little bit and move it to the sides. This is what it looks like. Okay, just cut it into little chunks. Put that up there. Okay, so I've added that. And next, we're going to cover the vermi dish with the lid. Next. All right, so now here is where, if you just wanted to do this and just steam some of this rice and you just like the sticky rice by itself, don't want to worry about a recipe, I'll show you how to go to the steam. But for now, this says 40 minutes. Well, obviously I didn't soak my rice and I don't have, raw rice. This is already cooked. So I just still go to this and I just hit the timer. Let me show you that again. See here. If you can see my screen, it says steam and it says 40 minutes, has the aroma dish, and it's the steam mode on speed 1. I just tap right there on the clock and I can change that. I tap the 40 and I can go to, let's see, go backwards here. And I'm going to just spin it till I get to about 10. So it's going to take about 5 to 6 minutes to heat up the water and boil it, and then another 5 to go ahead and steam here. So I'm just going to hit play, and it's set up for 10 minutes. So it's just going to continue and going to heat that up. And like I said, you can do this with anything. If you have your broccoli or what have you, any other rices, if you just want to heat something up that you got out, ate out. I do that all the time. And you put that in here and just heat it up. So I won't be able to show you exactly the steam mode, but let's go back. Okay, if I just hit that back button, you can see here at the top, your minutes are still going, so you know exactly how much time you have. And the newest feature with this is so cool because this connects to your phone. So it's going to alert you. So you can be somewhere else in the house and it will come up on your phone. You hit the little check mark and it will turn your machine off. Right?
It's beautiful.
Love that feature.
Yeah.
Yes, that is brand new. And I just discovered it by accident too. So I didn't even know it did that. And it just was by accident. But if you go here then, so this will be right here. We can always come right back to this. But if you go to, you have your home button, you have your search button to search for your recipes. And the Cook I Do, which is the heart of Thermomix, because that has your 100,000 different recipes, different languages, culinary, wonderful recipes. What else can I say? French cuisine, and like I said, we're doing Thai stuff, so which is really cool. And I've never thought that I would like Thai food. But that just goes to show you that in Thermomix, sometimes when you get it out, it's not the greatest because they're maybe not using the best ingredients. But at home, you can make even better restaurant quality food. That's what I have found anyway. But then you can go down here and you have your little booklet. We'll go back to that. But then you have your little modes here. So we have a plethora of different modes. Don't forget about the browning mode, which is great for like Thai, Japanese, Chinese food. You can do your browning and saute or stir fry. So you can stir fry your vegetables there. You can also, you have your pre-clean mode is already set for you. It's very easy just to pull down and hit that pre-clean, but you can go here as well. And then if we go down a little bit further, you do have a rice cooker, and that's always going to tell you what rices to use. And it's pretty specific. So like for this recipe too, I would want that sweet or glutinous rice. You want to really pay attention to that and make sure that you're having the right rice. It will tell you if you can use something different, but if it recommends a jasmine, a long or a short, you really want to pay attention to that because you're going to get the best results by using the correct rice. But that has the rice cooker, and that can walk you all through that too. And let's see. And we were going for some steaming and sideways. Oh, here, wait, where are we at? Oh, steaming. I'm on steaming because it's steaming. But you can hit that steaming mode and it's going to tell you can't go here right now because it's already working. So if you hit that steaming mode though, a lot of these down here, a lot of people forget that you look at these modes and you just kind of stay here, but scroll up because this right here is invaluable. I never really used it much. It's just so much easier on the TM7. And I use it a lot more now. But for instance, if you hit carrots, the carrots are going to come up, you're going to have chopped or steamed. So you have options, which is really nice. And you go down a little bit further, you're going to be able to do your chocolates. You're going to be able to chop your cheeses. A great feature here too, the cheese. Oh wait, not the cheese. Which one that was I was looking at now. Maybe we'll pop onto it here. Let's see. Let's check this one out. Never looked at this. Okay, so for instance, it's ground or steamed are your options. I mean, right? It's full of surprises. So you'll find all the kinds of different ways to cook. So don't forget to go here and look for that. Say you've never done lamb, but you bought lamb and you want to you want to chop it there. I mean, you can do it right there. So just go down the list. There's so many different things. There's some rice, gives you some options there. You can uh, do all your flours here because it will grind them. I do a lot of gluten-free flour in here, my own gluten-free flour in here as well. Okay. So now if we go back to here, let's just show you a few things. So I have my recipe right here. If you click the three little dots next to it, you're going to be able to cook today. You're going to bookmark it. And I usually bookmark when I'm in a hurry. I'll just bookmark it quick, and then I'll go back to my bookmarks, and then I'll place them where I want them. And that could be the add to your recipe list. So I always recommend starting out with, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. And then you can kind of evolve from there and put them into more specific, uh, salty desserts or, pastry desserts or, it kind of do that kind of thing and make it more specific so you can find it a lot quicker. And you're not looking at, 1,000 different breakfast recipes. You can look under eggs, pancakes, waffles. You can separate them there. So that has helped me tremendously. So I don't have to go searching for things. And now on your app, you can go on there and you can actually create your own recipe. So say this recipe here, I want to go in and I don't want to use mango. And I want to remember that I don't want to use mango. Or I want to remember that I picked this up and that this is an option for me. And I can put this specific brand in there in my notes, or even, just edit the recipe where it says rice and put this in. Or I would probably just add this in my notes because I want to keep the recipe because I want to do the 40-minute, and rinse my rice and do all that. But for my quick option, I'm going to put this in my notes. So, which is another feature too that you can do on the app and write your notes in there. I can also add it to my week. And if I add that to my week, let's go there. You're going to get the little calendar that comes up and it's going to highlight today's date. But you can go out as far as, 3 years, probably a long way. If you plan that far ahead. Yes.
I wish.
I know, right? Okay, so let's just start for the week. But you can plan all next week. I like to plan a day where I do a prep. So I'll do my chicken, my cheeses, if I need Parmesan cheese that week, or just chop some cheese, or just steam some broccoli and have it in the fridge. Those kinds of things where I can just kind of pick at those things. Or if I have specific recipes, I can have those recipes all lined up in here and just make my day to steam my chicken or steam my broccoli or, saute some chicken. I'll put those recipes in there and line it up for that week. Okay. So you can do that. And then, of course, you can add it to your shopping list. This was one of my favorites. And you can go in there and you can even add other things other than what the recipes that are on here. But yes, I really encourage you to go through and check these different things out, the different recipes and stuff. And just find some really good ones. If you go into the created recipes or the, I forget what it's called now, created, there is a bunch of tutorials and help if you hit the little nine dots here as well. Collections, that's where it's at. Okay, I got it. So there's some simple ideas in here, and I really recommend if you're brand new or you're just getting to learn your TM7, or you haven't cooked in a while, go ahead and go in here to your simple ideas, and you're going to find go through all of them, the ones that you like. Pick out the ones that you like and just try them, because it will show you all that Thermomix can do. It really showcases a lot of the modes and everything. So for instance, there's a lemon curd, which I've done that. Highly recommend the stock paste. I've done the caramel sauces, the yogurt. Try the yogurt. It goes overnight. You don't have to do a thing with it. And you get up in the morning and you have fresh yogurt. You let it cool a little bit and you're ready to go. All the pizza doughs, the pastry dough, try that. That's really good. And mayonnaise. no, it's priceless. I run out of mayonnaise all the time, and I don't want to run to the store, even though I'm only 3 minutes away. But it's it takes a lot of time to get ready and get out the door, right? So why
That's
not?
true.
I have the eggs and oil right here. Let's just make some up. And I can use my avocado oil or olive oil. So you can again pick those nutrient dense foods instead of using like your vegetable oils and things like that. So so yes, I really highly encourage you to go through these recipes and try them because, like I said, they will showcase a lot of the modes for you, and probably really surprise you at some of the things that Thermomix can do. Okay, so let's go back to our recipe. Just pull that down, and it's going to take me right back to where I was. So let's just check before I hit next. I just want to check and see because this is a little different than just doing the 40 minutes rice. Oh my gosh, it's
Sorry.
perfect. It's perfect. Let me see. Yep, hot. Show you. Let me punch it down a little bit, break it up. It's hot. It's very hot. So I think 10 minutes was just perfect. Let me show you here. And you can see the steam coming off of that baby.
Mhm. Oh,
All
yeah.
right. Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, so then what we're going to do is you're going to use your lid. So always when you have your varma dish on top, you can see that condensation kind of builds on there. So when you lift up your lid and you're standing in front of your machine, you always want to do this, let all that condensation fall, flip it, and then you have your dish. So you don't need to touch the hot dish as any, you have your handles here on your lid. So we're going to set that aside. You have dripping from the counter all over your floor. So that was done perfectly. I'm going to put that in my notes that I did 10 minutes. Okay. All right. So we're going to remove, it's just telling me to remove and transfer the rice to serving bowls and set aside. Okay. So let's get it out of there. I'm going to put some of that in my dish. So this is 4 servings. Guys, I've eaten rice for breakfast. Have you? It's just not an American thing to do. Um, not really. Like we like our eggs and pancakes and all that stuff. But um, yeah, I'm excited to try this and do this for a breakfast. I think it would carry me further, honestly. So I want to get a spoon to get this out of here. It's a little slickery. All right. I got 2 dishes here, but it does make 4. So just so you know that. Okay, so you want to let that side. Now, this is one of the tips that I got um, from my son's girlfriend. And she said, you don't want to do the sauce immediately. You want the rice to be a little bit cooled, as she explained it, so the steam goes down.
Hmm.
You don't want any steam on top of your rice. You want that to just settle and be slightly warm. All right, so now I'm just going to discard my water. Lucky for me, I have this sink in my island, which I would never do without. All right. Okay, so now we have some coconut milk. And she also told me this is a good one. And she calls me mom, but she says, well, it's a good one, mom, but I use a different kind. So, all right, so we're going to tear that out. All right. And we're going to go to 150 grams. It's a little lumpy because I didn't stir it quite. Usually what you want to do is shake it really hard, but it wouldn't break up. So a lot of times I'll just put like a frother in there and kind of break up that. But you just shake your can real hard. That's how you get the milky part. 50 grams of sugar. Tear it out. And right from your container, I use an organic sugar. That's why mine's brown. Here we go. Almost there. The voice is holding up okay, right?
Yep. Doing good.
It's all good, Alisa. Thank you so
Okay.
much for
Oh, look at that,
doing
guys.
it.
I always get excited when I get it right on the money. All right. And it happens a lot. It's just so smart. All right. So a quarter teaspoon then of salt. And I use a Himalayan salt. So I just put in here. So a quarter teaspoon of that. All right. Add that onto the next. And then we're just going to put the lid on. This is a little cap. Just push it on and give it a little spin. And that locks it into place. And we're just going to hit play. And for another 5 minutes, that's going to heat that up. Then what we'll do is pour that over the steamed rice. And so what I've been told, I guess, it's sugar, salt, spice. That's the main thing with Thai food. That's their culture, their their taste buds, I guess. That's how she explained it to me. So it's sugar, salt, and spice are like the main things that you want to have to create your Thai dishes. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah,
So
that
what
is.
I'm going to do actually is once this is done and I have my cream, what we'll do is we'll pour that on into the rice. I think we stir it up a little bit, and we put our mangoes. So I do have my mangoes. So my mango wasn't quite ripe. So I had to do it this way. But my daughter can cut these amazingly. So if you don't know how to cut it, you just go around the inside, the nut, I guess the fruit nut, and then you would just cut this in half while it's in a little scoopy thing, and then you can just push it out this way, and it just kind of
Huh.
unfolds like a little butterfly. So yeah, so it's very easy. You don't need to cut off, the skin and stuff. You can just literally just take a knife down like this. Show you. You don't know. And what she does is just to do this, and this creates sections. And then, like I said, this one's not quite ripe. I couldn't find a real ripe one today. But then it just kind of butterflies open. And then you can just pop those out. So she feeds them to the kids like this all the time. They just take it like this, and then they'll just kind of like pull each section out and eat it. So very easy, simple way to do it if they're ripe. If they're not ripe, just cut the sides off in fours, and then you'll have your mango ready to go. All right. Is there any questions so far about this recipe or about another function that you might be having, trying to figure out, or what can I cook, or anything like that? Anybody have any questions?
I don't think so myself.
Okay. All righty. And
Not
and
yet.
uh, Patty, what have you made so far?
Well, I made the Parmesan risotto and some green beans that I cooked. We made it the other day, Alisa,
Hmm.
the Parmesan
Yes.
risotto, and then I reheated it in the little basket, and I put green beans in the Verona top
Hmm.
and some fresh green beans and cooked that up. And I made the pumpkin latte yesterday, and it
Oh,
was fabulous. It was
oh my gosh.
fabulous.
Yes, I've had that.
Oh, it was so good. And I,
Yes.
yeah, I think so far that's what I've gotten. So
Yes.
in my
I
couple
really
days of having it. So yeah.
I really want to do the coffees in here, like the coffee beans. And
Hmm.
then you can make all kinds of drinks from that and
Oh
everything too.
yeah.
So now
Yeah,
Joanna,
there's
she's into matcha right now, which Joanna, I bought my matcha, but I still haven't used it. So I need to get with you and find out
Oh,
where to
yes.
start.
You just have to experiment with milk,
Okay.
because it's just a matter of like what type of milk you like. I discovered that almond milk works the best for me.
almond
Almond milk.
milk.
So
Okay.
I literally just use almond milk, 1 scoop of matcha, I mix it with the Thermomix, and I pour it over ice. So that's the way I like it.
Oh, right.
I Yeah. You
All
can
Very
right.
also
nice.
heat up
Hmm.
your water in the Thermomix using the kettle. Do you want to go to the kettle?
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. I use this all the time too. Um, so if you go to the modes and you
Yes.
can go down here to kettle, of course, mine's not going
Yes.
to open because I'm
Well,
cooking. Yeah. So
yes,
the
but
modes won't open when you're cooking. So, um,
you
yeah,
can
when it's,
open a kettle mode and then, boil your water and then
mm-hmm.
let it sit there once the temperature drops to 85 degrees. Celsius, or which
Mhm.
is, I'm not sure, 180, 195, I believe, Fahrenheit. It just drops, and then when the temperature
Yes.
is below the boiling, temperature, you add matcha, you open the blend mode, and you just mix it all together, add a little bit of milk if you like it, maybe a little bit of maple syrup or honey, and
Oh,
it's amazing.
oh.
Yeah,
Patty's
it
salivating.
Yes, I am. I'm like, oh, yummy.
I know,
yes, yes.
right?
I have friends that will come for coffee.
Oh
Oh, there you
gosh.
go. There
Yes.
you go. And can you imagine what do we spend when we go out to, these different cafes and things? I
Yes.
mean, I was just at a cafe yesterday. It's ridiculous. The
Hmm.
for a cup of coffee, it's any upwards of $8 or more.
For one
And you
cup.
could you could make that for all your friends.
Yes.
Oh,
This is my
definitely.
push.
Yes, right?
Yes,
There you
and
go.
like now with the fall season, and I
Yeah.
mean, maybe not everyone is into like pumpkin spices, but try the pumpkin chai latte. It's
Mm.
amazing. There are also really great apple cider, and I know, Alisa, you made those apple cider, warm apple ciders in the Thermomix also
Yes,
this year, right?
yeah.
Oh. Mhm.
So
Amazing. Yes, it's so good. I mean, you have your fresh cinnamon sticks in there, and yeah, it's really, really good.
Wow.
all kinds of like mulled wines and
Yes.
things like this. So yeah.
All right, guys, here we go. Here is
Okay.
it. It's just like a watery base with your coconut and sugar and salt. And what you do then is you pour this over your rice. Oops, small spot here. See that? Yeah.
Hmm.
Right. So you're just going to pour. You can see it's not that much, but this only makes 4 servings. But I could see myself eating 2 of these servings. Sure. On this one, because it looks really super good. So you just mix that up a little bit. All right. Go ahead and add your fresh mango on top,
Mm.
a little bit of sesame seeds as well. But what we're going to do is, so what she had told me too is that a lot of times they like that on the top. She said they like to have that little bit of salty on top of it, which brings it all together. I know it seems strange, but um, she said just take a little bit of this and add just a little bit more salt to it. And apparently this will just satisfy the taste buds and just make kind of a more of a cream on top, and just pour that on the top like that. And you can add, I didn't get any, but you can add a little bit of mint to that too. But how's that look,
Yes,
guys?
indeed.
That looks amazing. Like,
Yes, it
and so
does.
super simple. I mean, there was 2 steps. You for your 40 minutes, I could have went and got ready, got myself together for my day, let that, boil. And then this step was only 5 minutes. And then you can eat, get out the door, or have your friends over.
Hmm.
Right? Okay, let's see what it says here next. It just tells me to do the garnishes, like it walks you through everything, right? Serve warm or cold. Um, Talking with her, they prefer it again just where the steam just falls, she said, and add this in, and that's the perfect temperature and everything. So let's have a taste. Let me see. Let me see. Mm. Oh wow, that's really good. And oh my gosh, she's so right with the salt on top. Oh my lord, it is really good. I kid you not. It's super good. Try this recipe. You will not be disappointed. Yes. And check back next week when I try the other
Okay.
rice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She's gonna
Alisa,
bring that to me this weekend so I can give it a try.
yeah. Did you,
So
Alisa,
yeah, so
mention?
very important here too. When you're doing new recipes and like in this, like experiment, get out there, go get out of your box and do it. Just do it. Trust me, just do it. I have done so many different recipes that I thought no, this doesn't even sound good to me. But I make them And that's why I'm here, is because I do them on the spot. I make it for you. And even though I'm thinking I'm not going to like it, I end up liking it. Like it's so weird. Like the things that you think you wouldn't like, I don't know why, but Thermomix is just magic. So
It's just fresh.
it's just fresh. It's good. And even like margaritas, I don't drink a whole lot, you know, socially once in a while. And I made the margaritas for my daughters, and they, were like, "Come on, mom, you got to try this. It's really good." And they drink them out. So when I tasted it, I was like, "Oh wow, maybe I do like them," because they're not using it's good ingredients. So I don't think I would ever drink it out. I would only ever make it in the Thermomix because I've had them out before, and it just has, the preservatives and whatever else, and maybe just not their best of ingredients, and or the mixes and things like that. So
Mhm.
in here, they're good. So yeah, so just let that, just try it. Just give it a try and see. Like, this is amazing. Like, I would eat this for breakfast. And I can see how it would be extremely satisfying as well. Um, but yeah, so if we go back here quick, I wanted to show you that I will open the steaming mode as promised. And it does put 10 minutes on there. So
Huh.
that's the perfect setting. So if you just want to heat up some of this steamed sticky rice, and maybe you want to just pour on some coconut milk. I mean, there's endless possibilities, and you don't have to do the full recipe. You can just go to the manual modes and do it yourself. And it is preset already for 10 minutes, so it's perfect.
Ready to go.
Yep. I open the kettle. Let's see what that has to offer. Okay, so you can do all different recipes. One thing I didn't realize when I first had the TM7, which I'd like to uh, let you know how to do that. So it says 212. So you can go to 200. Okay, so this one, not with the temperature, but if it says like 5 or 10, you can just keep adding 5 more minutes. You don't have to scroll to find that number. You can just keep adding like 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes to get to your desired amount of time. If it's not already preset on there. So you just add those minutes in there. It's kind of cool. Let me see if I can find. See. Okay, so here's the seconds. Now this one doesn't show it either. Well, that would be for next time too.
Yes.
So I don't want to keep you guys
So
all day.
much
I know
then.
you're busy, 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 busy.
Yes.
So give this a try. Again, I'll be back next week, and I will let you know how it turns out with the other rice. But this is delicious. It's a great substitute and an easy way to you get yourself a quick meal if you don't want to do the whole 40-minute rice. So yeah, give it a try. Explore a little bit here at the bottom with your recipes where it says tips, more preparation, ingredients, explore all that. Yeah, and experiment too. A lot of people are afraid of the created recipes. Don't be. Just go into this recipe and edit on your cookadoo, and you're going to find it very helpful. I have an oatmeal that I do that I just want for one person. Rick doesn't eat it. So I put it in there exactly the way I like it. And then I can just go to that for one person. So super simple and easy. So yeah. But yeah, if you have any other questions, and if not, I'm going to go enjoy my breakfast.
Don't blame me there.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining. And if you have any other questions, we do these classes Tuesday, Wednesday at 7 p.m. and this morning at 11. It's a little different every time. I will go over some of the features and things, or just talk about the recipes. And then tomorrow at 11, Joanna does the 11 a.m. welcome service. So that'll go a little bit more into depth with your machine, and explore the cookadoo a little bit more too. So because she can share her screen,
Yes, I
which
will.
which I have tried and still have
I
not
will.
succeeded.
Oh, no.
That's okay.
So
Alisa, there's
thank
just one
you.
question. Alisa,
Yes.
before we wrap up, so there's one more question. Can you make a bigger quantity of that recipe?
Oh, let me see.
You scroll down, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
on the
I
top,
don't think, yeah,
rice.
I don't think with this one you can.
Do you want to go to the
Maybe
portions? Some recipes are scalable
yes,
only manually.
right.
So because you're not using the full capacity of the mixing bowl, you can always increase the amounts. Okay.
Yes,
Some
right.
recipes are automatically scaled, so you can double the portions or increase the portions by just clicking on the screen. This recipe
Yeah,
is probably older version of a recipe, so maybe that's why it doesn't
yeah,
have the automatic scaling.
Oh.
But if you see that there is just a little bit of capability of the mixing bowl use, you can always increase.
yes, yeah. Just always increase it. I think the rice part would be perfect. Maybe if you want to do the rice double, I wouldn't double the time, but yeah, just play around with it to increase. But the neat thing about Thermomix is if it's a smaller portion and they don't give you an option for, if you can do 2 to 12 servings, if it's not going to give you that option, and this one is just for, it's so quick and easy to make that you can just duplicate it again, which is really cool. For instance, macaroni and cheese. You want to make it for a large group. What I do is I chop all my cheeses and I just boil all my noodles and then I set it up however many I'm making and I just duplicate it and it's done in a lot faster time and I can still get more done on my own because I'm able to walk away while it's working for me. So it saves you time, money, and it's just quick and easy. So and easily duplicated too. So if you find that you want to make a potluck type of dish and it might not be quite enough, it's so fast and easy to duplicate it. Just do it again. Or play with it, and then you can create your own recipe and have it stored in there for when you do it again. So yeah.
Yep. Thank
All
you so much,
right.
Alisa.
Yes.
Yes.
Enjoy the rest
Thank
of
you.
the day, guys.
Okay.
Share what you cook. Let me just show you quickly. I made bread earlier today, so it's
Oh,
been sitting for the entire class, proofing. So you don't even have
oh,
to take it out of the bowl. You can let it sit there and proof. Now I'm gonna just transfer it into the um, my dish and bake it for 45 minutes.
awesome. That is beautiful, Joanna.
I know,
That one
right?
looks so nice. I know. I love the dough. See, and
Well,
Thermomix makes you happy.
Yeah.
oh, yes, and so proud and
Yeah,
satisfied, right? That
Oh.
yeah,
you can make those things by yourself.
yes. And I
So
mean,
excited.
Thermomix they didn't do it by accident. They did it on purpose. When you see this light behind here, it creates a smile. So that was on purpose.
That's a, that's
So
somebody
it's always
thinking.
smiling back at you and thanking you for cooking for the day. See, it's a thankless job sometimes, right? But Thermomix will always thank you.
Hmm. Well, my husband might be thanking me more these days because I'm
Yeah,
going to try
right?
the macaroni and cheese tonight. So let's.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I I really like the Southern mac and cheese. I
Yeah.
did the
Okay.
other one, but the
Okay.
Southern mac and cheese with that white
Okay.
pepper in there is amazing.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes,
I'll give
yeah,
her a
very
try.
good. Yep,
Yeah.
gives it that little extra kick. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, ladies. Well, I know you have busy days, and thank you so much for sticking around. And come back next week
Yeah.
when I tell you how my rice went.
Okay.
All
Thank
Or
you
right.
invite
again.
your friends and invite your friends.
Will
Yes,
do.
yes.
Thank you.
All
Thank you
right.
guys.
Thank you,
Have
ladies.
a
Have a
great
nice
day.
day.
You.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.